Hi everyone, it's Tammy with Frou-frou Studio. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna do a quick video to do a prompt in the Junk Journal January 2025 challenge. This challenge is hosted by Meg Journals. So if you are not familiar with that or you would like to get started, jump over to her channel on YouTube and she has a playlist there, and you can also download the prompt list and her guest collaborator list from there. She does have someone doing each day as a collaborator for this particular challenge. I am not one of those. I'm just somebody who wanted to follow along and kind of make my own journal. And this is an open prompt challenge, by the way. Anyone can do it. And she has a hashtag, Junk Journal January, that if you post to social media on any of the platforms, you can use that hashtag and everybody can see your beautiful makes. So today's prompt is embossed, and I am working in this little accordion journal that I made just for Junk Journal January. And you see I'm doing my normal grungy kind of layout. And just kind of whatever I feel like for that day. I probably will use some kind of photograph or paper doll or cutout person in each of my layouts because I like that. So that's kind of the only theme that I have going on, that, and it's grungy. So other than that, I'm just kind of doing whatever I feel like doing for that particular day. So today, like I said, the prompt is embossed, and you could take that two ways. You could take that as embossed paper, or you could take that as an embossing with embossing powder, and I'm going to do both. So I have this digital, which is from the winter digital kit from Junk Journal Studio, and I am going to use it in my background, and it looks like embossed paper. Even though it's not truly embossed, it does have that appearance to it, and so that's what I'm going to use. And I'm just going to put it on here as a background. So I hope you guys are having a good Monday. I am actually filming this on Sunday right after I did the other video, just so I can try to stay ahead, so that I can do the videos that I normally do on my channel as well. It will not air until Monday, but I'm going ahead and getting it done so that I can tomorrow. I always try to film a day ahead. So tomorrow I will be filming, recording, whatever you want to call it, my video for Tuesday, which is my new challenge. So I'm looking forward to that. Now, I have this, and I have some faux stitching, and I'm going to put it around this. And the reason I'm using faux stitching is because my sewing machine needs a bobbin wound, and I didn't realize it, that I hadn't done it yet. until I started to turn the camera on. And so I thought this would be an alternative until I get that done. And that way I can keep on moving and not worry about doing that right now, because I am not that great at sewing on the machine as it is, and I didn't want to, even though winding the bobbin is not that big a deal, I just didn't want that stress right now. So I'm gonna do this, and I think it'll be just as effective. So where did I lay my bone folder thingy? I had it earlier. Here, I think this will work. We'll use this. I'm sure it's laying right in front of me somewhere. So yeah, I just wanted to put a little bit of stitching on here because my layout today has a sewing theme. It's actually I'm taking a couple things from Sweet Pea Curiosity Sewing Notion Digital, which is what I'm going to be using for my January design team project. I'm looking forward to doing that as well, because the kit is awesome. It's right up my alley. So I'm gonna cut that off. I think my bone folder would work better. This is kind of squishy. It's excellent for moving things down with, but it is kind of squishy. Now, the question is, do I just want it top and bottom? No, I think I'm going to put it down the sides too. Well, let's use, I don't think that one's long enough, no. These are by, who are these by? Something Essentials. I can't read. The tag has been, I mean, where I've cut up the page, I can't read the full title. But they're just little rub-on stitching that I got somewhere. Let's take the paper off. It might work better. You think? The backing paper. I think I got these at my local scrapbook store. We only have one. Which, you know, it's mostly scrapbooking stuff, which I don't do scrapbooking, but it does carry like 49 and Market and some things like that that you can use in your joint journaling. And usually when I go in there, or used to go in there. I haven't been in there in a long time because I'd go on my lunch break because it was right down the road from where I worked. And I'd go on my lunch break and check it out just to have something to do on my lunch break. And it's a good source for 49 and Market, you know, for their die cuts and stuff like that. And they have tons of scrapbook paper, but I don't really have a use for scrapbook paper. I mean, sometimes when they're having they have a big clearance sale a couple times a year, and sometimes I would pick up some paper that I thought would be good backgrounds or something like that, but for the most part, I don't buy much scrapbook paper because at one time I had a ton of it because I did some other kind of paper crafts that I used scrapbook paper on. I never got into the scrapbooking much. I mean, I kept a scrapbook for my daughter, but it was more sports oriented and not, you know, cutesy scrapbook layouts. It was just, you know, cutting things out when she made the paper or, you know, that kind of thing. She played sports in high school and in college, and so it was more of that kind of thing. Okay. So there is my background piece. That looks pretty cute. And that takes care of embossed as far as the paper part goes. And then I have these scissors that are from the Sweet Pea Curiosity Sewing Ocean Kit. And what I want to do is I want to make them go across the paper like that. And I realize they're going to go over to the other page, but they're just printed on regular paper. And so I think that it's going to fold fine. But I want to emboss these and make them look more metally looking. So we're going to do that. And then I have 3 buttons that are also from the same kit, and I want to emboss those as well. So let's get that done before we go any further. And I'm going to use Tim Holtz embossing glaze because they are supposed to emboss translucent. And so I'm thinking that I can emboss with those and it won't cover up, you know, the outlines and the holes and the buttons and things like that. You'll still be able to tell, I guess is what I'm trying to say, that they are buttons and so forth. Excuse me while I reach for my... Where is my... embossing pen? Excuse me while I look in my drawer here. I should have pulled it out prior, but did I? No. Of course not, because that would be too easy. What did I do with them? Oh, I bet they're back here in my drawing cabinet. Give me a sec. Or not. Okay, what did I do with them, because I really want to use the pencil, I believe, or the pen for the small little things like this. Sorry, guys. Oh my goodness. Sometimes you organize yourself so much that you don't remember where you put something. Okay, I'm gonna have to pause you for just a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and I found them. They were in the drawer I was looking in 3 times. I just was looking over them. So this is the ones I use. They're by American Crafts. And they come in a set, and you get a brush tip, a broad tip, and a medium tip. The only thing that I will tell you about these is, if you are embossing like clear, you don't want to use these, because if you can see, this goes on pink. And if you emboss with clear, you can still see the pink. So I will warn you about that. But if you're embossing any other color, I haven't had a problem with it showing through, the pink showing through. But it does show through if you emboss in clear. It's still pink. Tim Holtz has some Ranger also, but I didn't see any need to get those because I already had these. So I think probably when these are dry and don't work anymore, I'll get the Ranger ones. But until then, if I do have to emboss something clear, I just use my regular dauber or the, just regular pad. Okay, for these, but I do like that it's pink because you can see that you have everything covered. So that is one advantage to it being pink. But like I said, the disadvantage is if you're doing clear, then unless you want to like pink, it wouldn't be the best choice. Alright, so I'm going to use Hickory Smoke for the scissors, just to give it, kind of that old metal-y look. And hopefully this will work. And I won't have to do all this over again. Leave the top off so I okay, looks like I have pretty good coverage there. So let me see if I can dump this back down in here. And we'll emboss that and see how that works. one hooked. There we go. I hang up my embossing heat tool and it was stuck. Alright, I'm going to pull this off to the side so hopefully it won't make as much noise, and then I'll bring it back and show you. Okay, so this is what we have now. I'm afraid I'm going to lose this little piece right here. Yep, and that's fine. I'm just going to pull it off. That's those little funky things that you get on the scissors. And I'm going to trim that where that was on there off. Alright, so now my scissors look more like metal. I hope you can see that okay. So now we're going to do the buttons. And for the buttons, I'm going to use I got weathered wood out, and that's not what I wanted. Let's see. I thought I had speckled egg, but maybe I don't. Maybe what I should do is color them and then emboss them in clear, because I think that's what I do. So I'm going to take some do I want to use, I can't decide what I want to do here, guys. I want to do kind of something to match this background. And I also have a little label that I'm going to use that's this color. I'm thinking, this is antique linen. Let's try this one. Alright, so I'm going to take my dauber and do these. And that weathered wood may be okay. Let's see what this looks like. I think that'll be okay. Again, I'm going to pull it off to the side. Yeah, see, that didn't give it very much color at all, which is fine. Just gave it a little bit of shine. Alright, so let's try the weathered wood. I may have already done this, guys. Did I already do that? Probably. Okay, let's do this one. Yeah, that's okay too. And then let's do that same. I'm gonna try to pick this up. Let's see, it comes out more of that blue color on that one because it was lighter to begin with. Yep, I can deal with that. Okay, so there's our embossing taken care of. Put these out of the way. I have found if you're crafting, if you clean as you go and put things back up right after you use them, it's a whole lot easier to keep things organized than if you just keep on piling. And it just takes a couple of seconds to put it up while you're doing it. So that's why I couldn't find my pens, because they were where they were supposed to be. Go figure. Okay. So now we have this lovely lady, which is part of the Sewing Notions kit by Sweet Pea, and I'm going to ink around her. And like I said, I'm using this little Child Smith & Company button ad. Okay, so there's all our pieces. So now we can start gluing. And I'm not going to do anything special to this because tomorrow's prompt is a tuck spot. So I know I'm going to have a tuck spot over here of some sort. So I'm just going to do kind of a collage on this side. But what I want to do is, like I said, I want to take these scissors and make it look like they're cutting the paper. Kind of like that. So I want to make sure that it doesn't look like I'm poking her in the head. So let me put her on here. And then the label is going to go here so that you can see that word button. Alright, so that means we need to glue the label on first. At least on the card part, or the background first. And then I want to glue the front part of the scissors on. And then we can lift it up and glue the back on. And glue the rest of the page down because everything else goes on top. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and fold my page where it folds so that I know where those scissors are going to fold. That way, I can glue this down. And give it just a little bit of slack so that it'll fold nicely there. Now, if that was cardstock, that would be a lot more difficult than what that just was. Now I'm going to glue her down. And while I'm thinking about it, guys, all the stuff in my shop is 25% off until next Friday. So if you've had your eye on anything over there, you might want to jump over there and see what the sale price is. And And like I said, there's no code necessary. It is a straight up sale, and it will run through next Friday. I should have put those more at an angle so they didn't look like they were sticking her in the head. Alright, and now I'm going to build like a little cluster with these buttons. And I've got a little piece of quilting fabric, backing, and this little piece of lace that I'm going to put underneath them. Just kind of down here. Kind of like that. I'm going to use Fabri-Tac for that. If I can get it to come out. Isn't that always the thing with this glue? And art glitter glue will glue fabric, but it takes a little longer, and I feel like this grabs quicker. When you're gluing fabric, especially if you're gluing fabric to fabric, because the art glitter glue seems to soak in, and like I said, it will glue, but it does take a little bit longer. Last one. Okay, so there it is. There is the embossed prompt. And day, what is this, 6th? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I enjoyed you being here with me. Please, if you have any questions or comments, leave them below. If you have not subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you did. It does not cost anything. You can hit the bell if you want to be notified when I release a new video, but you definitely do not have to do that. And if you could be so kind as to leave a comment, that really helps with the YouTube algorithms. And even if you just, you know, give me a thumbs up or a smiley or a frown or just any kind of interaction helps my channel show up. So just like my bone folder just did. So, thanks, guys, and I will see you back tomorrow for the first week of my challenge. So, I hope you guys will join me for that, and I will see you then. Until then, stay warm. Bye.